Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm KT and this is Simple Living with KT, the place where we talk about the issues facing our lives in a simple and mindful way. Today's day 4 of Vlogmas and I wanted to share with you 5 things I wasted money on in my 20s. Now don't get me wrong, even though I might have wasted money on these things, it's not because I didn't find value in them at the moment, but looking back, if I knew the things that I knew now back then, I probably would have spent money a little bit differently. The first thing is food. Now, I wasn't a glutton or something. I just would spend money whenever. If I was at a mall, I always had to stop at Auntie Anne's or Cold Stone. If I went grocery shopping, I always went unprepared. And for me, what that looks like is not just getting things that I'm not going to use immediately. It also is picking up a sub and fried chicken from the Publix deli because I went grocery shopping, but I had no intention to cook or knew what to do with what I was bringing home. I was just buying whatever and I was gonna figure it out later. Seeing how much I spent back then, I think there was a month I spent somewhere near $700 and I just didn't feel like I had anything to show for all of that money being spent on groceries. And now for both my husband and I, we don't even spend $700 on groceries now. The second thing is not maintaining my car. And what I mean honestly by that is just being too comfortable with that little noise that I hear. And then eventually when I go, it never was something so expensive that I wasn't able to fix it. But now just when I know something's wrong and I get it fixed, it's just a weight off of my shoulders. Then I don't have to worry about anything when I hear something and then waiting months and months and then that one thing turning into 2 things. Number 3 are subscription services. And I know we all have some type of subscription service like Netflix or Hulu and HBO Max, and the list can go on and on. I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, there were many subscription services that I had that I just never took the time to cancel. Hopefully that's an issue that only I have. However, I have spoken to plenty of people who also have fallen prey to that. And something that I do now is generally if I don't want the service, I just don't sign up for the free trial that requires my credit card and I know they're going to charge me. And half the time I know I'm not going to cancel it in time because for whatever reason, that is a personal struggle that I have. A big example for this are subscriptions that come with things like DoorDash and Instacart. They always ask me if I would like to sign up for the great membership program that they have. At least for DoorDash, I probably use it about once a month. And with Instacart, I only use it for picking up my groceries, not for delivery. And because of that, the price of that monthly fee, even with the 15 or 20% off that they boast they'll give you for discounts from the participating stores, it's still not worth it. So instead of being lured in with a free trial and then having to deal with all of these subscriptions that I'm either not using to their fullest or I'm completely not using, I just don't fall into the gimmick that they're promoting. Number 4 is bank fees. When I was being subject to a lot of bank fees, one, I thought the only types of banks that were available were Wells Fargo and Bank of America and maybe that one local credit union. However, there are so many more options today. And soon I'm going to be making a video about banks that do not charge overdraft fees. And I know that's a big one, especially when you are running really tight in your budget. One late paycheck or being sick one day can be the thing that causes you to have the need to have to overdraft an account. And overdraft fees are not the only fee associated with bank accounts. You have your overdraft fee, you have your general account maintenance fee, which I don't even believe that's a real thing, but they're allowed to charge it, and so they're going to. And then there's also ATM fees. I will say with the bank that I'm using, I do have overdraft fees. However, one big thing that I learned honestly in my 20s is not to use overdraft protection. Being uncomfortable with having a denied charge when you're out in public versus having an overdraft fee and not really realizing that you might have that one charge that the bank approved for the overdraft protection, and then you realize that you have pending transactions on your account, and each one of those are also going to get an overdraft fee. When I realized just how far in the negative I could get with these overdraft fees, I turned away from them. Even if my bank account had free overdraft protection, I would still not turn it on because, let's be honest, sometimes a bank can change their terms of service, and I never want to be caught in a situation where, okay, I might have been able to buy the pair of shoes for work, however, I'm now down the whole $200 or $300 in overdraft fees. And number 5 is fast fashion. I see how appealing it is to always have the cutting edge fashions. When I started realizing how poorly made some of the clothing I was getting actually was, I started realizing that low price and trendy flair that I got from some of these fast fashion stores wasn't truly worth it. A big example that I remember, I had an undershirt from Forever 21. I used to love their undershirts because they came in every color of the rainbow. The downside in that $2 to $3 shirt was every single time I purchased it, a hole would develop in the same place in every single shirt that I got. This is a quality issue, and if I want better quality, then I might have to pay a little bit more. There are options as far as going to thrift shops where you can get clothing that will be able to stand the test of time, even though it's already been used. And for me, when I started making that change to just, in general, higher quality clothing, it would start lasting a lot longer. These are just my experiences, and I would love to hear from you if you've realized you've done any of these, or certainly anything in particular that you found that you might have been wasting your money on when you were younger. You can check out the link in the description for my free 5-day Mind and Money series that will help you get your mind in line with your money habits so that you can reach your personal finance goals. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. And as always, remember to make the decisions that support the life you want. Bye for now.